Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Kris Hutchinson. So today I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about recording your content. Now there's lots of different ways to record, especially if you're doing like an educational video for your course. One of the ways that's most common is probably the talking head, which is what you're seeing here if you're watching the video, where it's just you talking to a camera. And a few things that you need for this are going to be obviously a camera, a space to record in, and some decent lighting. Now your camera on your cell phone is probably going to work just fine. And cell phones nowadays also have really good microphones. So that way you can get the best audio recording along with it. And in this, for all of your recordings, audio quality is really going to be the key factor. I can forgive a grainy video, but if the audio is poor and you're hearing background noises or static, things like that, that really turns me off when I'm trying to watch a training. But you can kind of be a little bit more forgiving for a poor quality video. Now, another thing you want to pay attention to is the lighting. Now, here in this room, if you're watching this video, we just have some decent natural lighting, but we're also in a pretty big space. If you're in a smaller room, like a home office, and you just have the one single overhead light, then you might want to invest in some kind of other lighting. And you can get like umbrella lights or something like that for $30 or $40 online. So it's not a huge investment. So that's if you're actually going to do videos where you're talking to the camera. Now, another one, if you're doing instructional video, you might want to do an over-the-shoulder view or a screen share while you're working on your computer. And there's different software programs that you can use for that. One of the most common ones that we've seen is by using Zoom. Now, everyone uses that for, telecommunications nowadays, but it has a great screen share, and you can also record your screen while you're doing it. So that way, you just hook up your microphone, and you can just narrate exactly what you're doing while you're working on your computer. And the nice thing about Zoom is it also plays your camera and puts a nice little image of your face down in the bottom corner if that's something that you want to share as well. Now, the third type of recording that we've done is words on the screen, where you are actually narrating the video. And this can be done in a couple different ways. One of the ways that we've tried it is we just record the audio of us teaching the course. And that way we go back and we can create the slides to go specifically with what we're saying on the video. Now, I like this method a lot better, especially if you're new to it, because you kind of stumble through things a little bit. And when you go back through the editing process, editing audio is a lot easier than it is to edit video. You can splice things, cut up audio, move it around however you need to. And it's not always going to be as noticeable as it is with a hard cut in a video. And then once you have your audio sounding good, then you can go back through, create your slides, and then just drop them into place to match your audio inside of your video editor program. Now, I know these programs that I've mentioned, they do take some skill to use. If that's something that you're not comfortable with, there's always people that you can hire online, or you can ask us for help. You can contact me, Kris, Kris, at moneywheelpodcast.com, or you can reach out to Don at moneywheelpodcast.com, and we can definitely hook you up with some help with that. The key thing is to get it recorded, get it done. If you need help with the editing on the back end, find someone to help you out. It doesn't need to be perfect in the first take. It really doesn't need to be perfect at all. You just need to have it done and out there. So that's everything I've got for today on the Money Wheel, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.